It is finally time to go book shopping at the Dollar Tree again, and I'm so excited. This is going to be episode 2. During the first episode, I ended up book shopping with around 20 bucks. I think I spent 22 in total, and I ended up hauling over 15 plus books. And in this round, I think that I'm going to go with around $10 give or take and see how many books we can haul for that and see what we find. I'm hoping that they have restocked. I've given it a few weeks, painfully so, because I've been dying to go back, but I wanted to give it a few weeks to see if new books come in, and then also keep an eye out for any hidden gems I might have overlooked last time or things that I regret leaving behind. We will see what we get to. I'm not sure exactly how many stores I'm going to go to, but I think I'm going to stop at my local one first like I did last time. So let's get to book shopping. Officially book haul time. We ended up picking up 6 books for a total of $9, and we went to 3 separate Dollar Trees, and then we also got a couple extra goodies. I feel like the Dollar Tree has definitely stepped up their game on decor. I know they've always had things, but I feel like they get better and better every year, and I feel like the quality also improves a little bit, which I really appreciate. But back to the book. So I didn't see a ton of new books out and about. I tried to give it like an entire month before doing this episode to see if there would be new things. There wasn't a ton, but I did end up obviously finding 6 items, which is not bad, especially since it is right in the budget that I was hoping to spend. So I'm really excited about that. But I definitely think that these books are even more outside my comfort zone, which I really love, honestly, because I love to find a good hidden gem, something I've never heard about, and I feel like there has to be at least 1 or 2 in this stack. Either way, it'll be a fun adventure to find out. I truly feel like some of the best books are books that you've never heard of, or things that you just pick up on a whim and it just ends up hitting at the perfect time, and that's what I love about reading. So let's get into the book haul, because I'm really excited to share the few books I ended up picking up, and I'm excited to do the next installment, and I'm hoping by then, since it'll have been a couple months, there will definitely be a little bit more out there. But either way, I just love doing these. I think it's fun, even if I ended up getting absolutely absolutely nothing. I really love heading to all my local Dollar Trees and just exploring and seeing what is up, because I feel like it's always a fun adventure regardless. So the first book that I ended up picking up is actually an author that I've kind of had my eye on for a while. I have one of their books. I can't remember. Wait, I actually can see it from here. Even If We Break. I think it has a list of, okay, yeah, Even If We Break. It's the one with all like the white masks on it. And then I believe this is where it ends, is with the bunny on the cover, if I'm remembering accurately. And I've wanted to read that one for a while as well, if it's the book I'm thinking of. So I thought I would pick up another book by this author because, you know, I haven't read any of them, so why not pick up a second one? And that is At the End of Everything. I feel like there's going to be some really good commentary in it, and I don't know, I was just drawn to the cover at first, and then when I read the synopsis and realized what author this was, I was like, you know what, I really want to pick up another one of their books, and I'm really curious. This is a YA, I believe, and I believe this is about this group of kids that gets left at a treatment center. There's an infectious disease spreading around, everyone's acting weird, and they're trying to figure out how to survive. And then I ended up picking up Home or Away. What drew me in is this looked very wintry, and I was very intrigued by the cover. So this is about two moms who used to compete for Olympic gold back in the day, and then you fast forward, I don't know exactly how many years later, but then both of their kids are kind of again in the same world, and there's a huge secret from the past that one of the moms is trying to keep from coming out. So it's very interesting. It's a lot about competition and youth sports and secrets, and it just sounds really interesting. So I'm definitely hoping to give this a go during the winter season. I'll probably pick this up like maybe in January or February because I have so much stacked up for December. But regardless, I definitely thought this would be interesting and something different. I've never really read a story like this. I feel like I've seen shows and movies like this, and I'm always like super invested when I watch something like this. So I'm curious what it's going to be like to read a story like this and where this is going to go, and I hope the secret is super juicy and good. I'm kind of hoping that it's a good part of the story and it keeps things moving, but we'll just see how this plans out. Regardless, it sounds really interesting. And then I decided to pick up The Ingenue. Honestly, I just picked this up because I remember checking this out from the library on a whim because I just thought the cover was really interesting. I used to play piano growing up, so I'm always drawn to anything to do with piano. And I believe this one is about a former piano prodigy. Her mom ends up dying and she's supposed to inherit this house, so she ends up moving back there, and there's something to do with this man. I don't know what her relationship is with this guy, but something to do with a complicated past with him, so I'm very curious where this is gonna go. But I honestly just picked it up because I checked it out previously from the library and I thought the cover was really intriguing, and I just like love the piano, so anything to do with the piano. So I don't know, we'll see about this one. It sounds really interesting and we'll see how it goes. It's kind of circulated around me a few times, but I wasn't sure what to think, so I think getting it from the Dollar Tree is perfect. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what, let's give it a go, because I keep seeing this and I have heard absolutely nothing about it, so I'm very curious. And then we also have The Return of Ferris Ali. This one sounds super intriguing as well, and I think this is about an officer who gets told to cover up this murder of this young girl, and it kind of ties into something related to his past, I believe. And because whatever is going on from his past, he doesn't feel like he can follow orders for the first time in his career, and so you're uncovering kind of what's going on with this murder from this girl, is what I'm assuming, and then you're probably uncovering whatever is going on with him from his past. It sounded really interesting. It sounded like there was going to be fantastic social commentary in this, so I wanted to give this a try. I don't know what it was, but it pulled me in, and I'm really curious about this one. I think this is one of the ones I'm the most excited to read out of this haul, but I will save the one I'm the most excited for last. So we only have two more. So the next one is The Takedown by Carly Walker. This is definitely one that I kind of just picked up on a whim. It's not necessarily a book I would normally pick up, but for some reason I was really intrigued, and Annabelle Monaghan actually blurbed this, so that kind of intrigued me as well. It says, I can't remember the last time I smiled so much while reading a book. Carly Walker will be an auto-buy author for me. And then the little blurb says, he wants to take her out, she wants to take him down. It just seems like it's gonna be really fun. It also says on the back, an undercover CIA agent is sent home to investigate her sister's criminal fiance, but the last thing she expects is to fall in love with his bodyguard along the way in this sexy romantic comedy. It sounds like it could be a lot of fun, so I'm definitely going to give this a try, and I'm hoping it's really funny and super quick to fly through. I think this could be a good time. And then the last one, the one I'm the most excited for, I feel like I've seen this a couple times. It says, If You Ask Me. I don't know anything about this. I haven't heard anybody read this. This one is also blurbed by Ali Hazelwood, and it says, equal parts funny and moving. Violet's messy, hopeful journey and her beautiful romance will resonate with everyone who struggles with unexpected twists and turns of a life. And then on the back it says, when an advice calmest, picture-perfect life implodes, she opts to go rogue in this hilarious, heartwarming romance from the author of Meet Me in Paradise. So I'm really intrigued about this one. It seems like it's going to be really fun, and I'm hoping it's super good. And then also, this looks like a firefighter on the front. I believe it is about a firefighter. Yes, it is. It says a smoking hot firefighter named Des. And if you didn't know, my husband was a wildland firefighter for many years. So when there's a firefighter in a book, I am all for it. I think it's so sexy, and I'm really excited to get to this one. So that is my 6-book book haul. I'm so excited. I had so much fun doing this episode, and I'm definitely excited to do the next one. Like I said, I'm hoping that there's going to be some new selections, but regardless, I did even see a couple other things that I was kind of eyeing. I wasn't sure about, and if I see them in the next Dollar Tree episode, I might even pick them up. Let me know if there's any way that you want to see me go about this. Like, should I just get books out of the change jar? Should I save like a bucket of change and maybe just get a few books that way? Should I go again with the $20 budget, the $10 budget, $5 budget? Let me know what you think. You know, at some point I definitely want to do a Dollar Tree book shopping trip with just change. I definitely have that planned. I just need to save a little bit of change into a jar, and I don't know if I'm gonna like cash it or go in and pay with like the change. I don't know. Let me know what you think and what you would love to see, and also let me know if there's any other like book shopping videos you'd want me to do, like the Goodwill or something else like that, because I was kind of thinking about doing some other locations. I definitely am going to also be doing a series. I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna start it, but I'm definitely gonna be doing a series of visiting every single bookshop in all of Oregon, and maybe trying some new coffee shops as well, so stay tuned for that. Those are just a few things that you can look forward for me. Of course, I'll still be keeping up with all the reading vlogs, book challenges, book hauls, and all the fun bookish things. I hope you're doing well, and I hope to see you in another episode soon. Bye.